told me, God, I know that you told me that if I would wait on you, that you would renew my strength. But God, just to be honest, this waiting stuff is really on my very last nerve. I mean, I'm waiting, and I'm worshiping while I'm waiting. I'm singing, I don't mind waiting. I'm singing, I'm waiting on you. And I'm here, I'm waiting, I'm hanging in. I'm holding on. Oh, but God, I am a human being, and you are a divine being. And while time means nothing to you, it means everything to me. I mean, ask me for money. I mean, ask me for an offering. Ask me for a praise. But come on now, God, time. When you ask me for time, you ask me for something that I really can't afford to give you. Because while I am waiting, I am getting older. So I'm waiting while I'm waiting for you, while I'm waiting for you to send me a miracle, while I'm waiting for you to send me a husband, while I'm waiting for you to send me a wife, while I'm waiting for you to send me clear instructions on what you want me to do, while I am waiting on my healing, while I am waiting on you to bring me out of death. God, unlike you, I am getting older. And when you start losing time, when you start becoming late for stuff, that's when you start to panic. Have you ever looked at the clock and said, oh my God, I got to hurry up. I'm panicking now because I am losing things while I'm waiting. Jesus walks into the garden of Gethsemane. Gardens represent beautiful places. Gardens represent life. He is now in a beautiful place that represents life. And all the while he's struggling with an enemy that is called death. Ooh, in a beautiful place with an ugly problem. Have you ever made it to a beautiful place in your life only to all of a sudden there's that suddenly, all of a sudden to be confronted with an ugly problem? I mean, you've waited all your life to be able to buy a home for your family. You finally buy the home, you put your family in it, and 6 months later, now you got a home, but you ain't got a family. You spend thousands of dollars on a wedding dress, only to find out a year later you got to borrow money from somebody to help you file for divorce. Everybody is congratulating you because you've waited for years to get the man of your dreams, only to find out that the man of your dreams is now dreaming of a man of his own. Oh, can we be real in here today? Or you and your husband have worked all of your life, raised your children, paid off your house, retired from your job, and now you're ready to travel. You're ready to see the world. You're ready to spend quality time together. You're in a beautiful place in life. And on your annual trip to your doctor, you find out that you have 3 months to live. It's a beautiful place, but it's an ugly problem. You know, 3 times when Jesus was in the Garden of Gethsemane, he reached for people when he was under pressure. Now, if Jesus had to do that, you know, we probably will do those same things, especially us, if he did it. 3 times he reached for people when he was under pressure, and 3 times he was disappointed by those people, because that's really just the way it is. When you're really under pressure, Jesus Christ, the author and the finisher of our faith, is really the only one that you can count on. Let me just show you. He was in, the Bible said, in the Garden of Gethsemane. He was crying out to the Father. He knew Calvary was coming. It was just around the corner. And he says to his Father, he said, Father, if it be possible, I don't know if it is, but perhaps, maybe not. If it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but thy will be done. The Bible goes on, the next verse, and says, and he cometh to his disciples, and he finds them asleep. And he says to them, what? Could you not tarry with me 1 hour? He goes back into prayer. He comes back to them again for the 2nd time. And he finds them asleep because the Bible said their eyes were heavy. He goes back into prayer.